Good evening, everybody, and how are we doing for another live Around the Ropes podcast, which means it must be a Tuesday night. As always, you guys know who I am. As always, my tag team partner, one of the best goddamn ring announcers in the entire Northeast. If you need an ordained minister, you live in the state of Pennsylvania, you can help with that as well. The one, the only, Sexy Ryan himself. What's going on, man?
Funny you're kissing my ass now, considering certain footage came to fruition from another fellow podcaster by the name of Papa Dank, where you basically threw it out there and said, I run the ATR network. I run the network. If it wasn't for John Blaine, there would be no Round the Ropes podcast, which means if there was no John Blaine, there would be no Ryan Peterson.
Okay, first of all, you misconstrued what I said.
Oh, I heard what you said. And so did everybody else.
What I said was, I wish Papa Dank didn't put that part in.
Because you know why? Because you don't want Papa Dank to reveal the truth.
Okay, first of all, Ryan, what I was trying to say was that if there'd be no Round the Ropes podcast if it wasn't for me. Is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, and without me, the Around the Ropes podcast would not have this, notoriety. So you're welcome for that.
Thank you.
Moving on. I'm doing great for a Tuesday night.
Glad to hear that, buddy. But guys, we have a lot to get to tonight. As always, we have a crap ton to get to because, of course, it's pro wrestling.
Shit happens.
So we're going to... That's a nice way to put it. Actually, let me also mention now, before I forget, at 8 o'clock, owner and promoter Mike King will be joining us ahead of This is Immortal, happening August 12th. All the information is right down there. And the handsome gentleman on the other side of George Joel will be doing the ring announcing.
Hello.
Hold on. I like how that part's positioned, by the way.
That was perfect, actually.
So got that.
But yes, folks, this coming Saturday, August the 12th, Immortal Championship Wrestling. You're forgetting one key factor about this event, dude.
Go ahead. I was letting you do it. You're the ring announcer.
You're damn right. It is their first ever live pay-per-view, live on the critically acclaimed Premier Streaming Network.
Yes, folks, you're not going to want to miss this, and we'll get all in with it. With Mike in about 15 minutes. But Ryan, I know I mentioned this to you before we went live tonight because this was a interesting thing that came to my attention. And it's in regards to women's wrestling.
Oh, God. Here we go again.
What?
No, I said, here we go. Women's wrestling and not in a good way again.
Basically, what happened was there was a guy on Twitter. I got to pull up the exact tweet here, so just bear with me 1 second. Here we go. Named Wrestling Mark 16. How funny. Wrestling fan named Wrestling Mark. I just got to read you the amount of women wrestling, the time. And I'm not talking about your independent scene. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about your bigger companies, your AEWs and your WWEs. How much time they allowed for women's wrestling. I'm assuming this was, I think, last week. Dynamite, 13 minutes. NXT, 13 minutes. Collision, 10 minutes. Impact, 10 minutes. Rampage, 7 minutes. Here's where it gets really bad. Monday Night Raw had 4 minutes, and SmackDown had 3 minutes. I said this to you before we went live tonight. I feel like the way the women's wrestling is, where at one point, all it was women's wrestling. Coming out of what we saw with Evolution, with WWE, what we saw,
which they should bring back, by the way. They should bring back, no matter what they say. It was a commercial failure. No, it wasn't.
But here's what I'm saying though. You have, after what we saw with at WrestleMania 35 with Charlotte, Becky, and Ronda main eventing, I feel like now we're going back to. I feel like now I should be hearing somebody on Raw or SmackDown or AEW saying give women wrestling a chance again, which is the same promo that AJ Lee cut when she had her massive run with the belt.
Here's my opinion with all this, if I may.
Go right ahead.
You mentioned your WrestleMania 35, and that's, around that time, that's when women's wrestling was actually big. The problem is not just the pandemic that kind of screwed everything up, but also WWE and other mainstream companies got a little bit greedier by bringing in so much advertising and marketing. And unfortunately, that takes up way too much of their airtime.
I mean, I get that, and I completely agree with you on that. I just think, to me, there are certain segments that could be cut from AEW. There could be certain segments cut from Raw. And I think you have a lot of women out there. It doesn't matter what company you're talking about, which is, being AEW or WWE, Ring of Honor, that I think some of those women should be in more prominent positions.
I think also, excuse me, both AEW and WWE rosters are fully stacked. Some might even say they're a little bit overcrowded. And unfortunately, with the overcrowding of their rosters and so much little TV time, unfortunately, you really have nothing. You really have not much to work with.
But I guess my thing is this: you don't have to. I mean, we've seen it the last couple of weeks where Dynamite has had the 9:22 spot for the women for a measly 2 minutes. I mean, yes, granted, at Dynamite 200, we saw Toni Storm and Hikaru Shida basically have the main event spot. But it almost felt like, I mean, unless I'm mistaken, it really felt like nobody cared about it.
No, people cared.
I think what people cared about more was the result of it.
Because also, I think from what I heard, there was like no air conditioning in the building.
That may also have something to do with it. But also, okay, well, looking at that, for example, with Hikaru Shida and Toni Storm, you're a couple weeks away from in essence, your biggest event in company history. And you switch, you have your mind you, your former champion who's held the 2 shortest reigns with that title, drop it a couple weeks before the biggest show in your company history.
What, All Out?
Oh, yeah. I'm talking about that little show over in London.
Yeah. Oh, no. Isn't the biggest show All Out in Chicago?
But here's what I don't understand, though. You're funny. But here's what I don't understand, though. What I don't understand is this whole notion that, we're going to put these women in moments that nobody cares about. A lot of the times, the women's matches now basically become bathroom breaks in some perspective. And I feel like in that perspective, we're going backwards then.
And again,
we shouldn't.
And again, like I said, I think not playing devil's advocate, but unfortunately, it has to do with, them not getting enough TV, all these shows not getting enough airtime, an overstacked locker room, and also having to please the sponsors. Like, for example, Monday Night Raw. 3 hours, right?
Yeah.
But in hindsight, about half of that, maybe 3/4 of that is all fucking advertisements.
I think from what I read, I think somebody said a while ago, I think an average Monday Night Raw is, it's 3 hours, but I think actual wrestling, I think, is maybe 45 minutes.
They go back to fucking 2 hours then.
They'll never do that because it goes back to the whole sponsorship thing.
I mean, hold on. They can get rid of that and they can bring back Total Divas.
They should. I think it would do. But
have Total Divas right after Raw. Do Raw. Do Raw from 8 to 10, and then from 10 to 11, do Total Divas. That's it. Done. I just helped Endeavor make some more money. You're welcome.
Yeah, but they're never going to do that because they got to put on, Chris Lee knows best.
Isn't that fucker in jail?
Yeah, for tax evasion.
Yeah, isn't Krista getting fucked right now?
That's one way to put it. No,
And his wife.
But here's my thing though. I understand the whole thing of they don't have enough time, Well, I'm sorry, we don't have to have, these stupid ass segments. Okay, great example. Remember a couple weeks ago they did the All right, let me get to the one comment we got here because the same person's commented 3 times now. Zubin's chiming in right now. Hey Zubin, what's going on, buddy?
Hey, what's up?
I'm gonna skip over the next one. Actually, you know what? Nah. Because it's Zubin being Zubin.
I mean, he should know because he's had quite a glacier in his mouth.
Moving on. Which, by the way, you can see Glacier at 90s WrestleCon, I think.
I don't know if he's gonna be there.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. I think he is.
Disregard that one I just said.
I think, but it's okay. David should be used to having big white things in his mouth.
Moving on.
Tell me if I'm telling a lie.
Okay, Phil Brooks. In a couple of minutes, we will be joined by promoter and owner of Immortal Championship Wrestling, Mike King, a few days away from his biggest show in company history. Apparently, Glacier will be there, and apparently so will Ernest the Cat Miller.
Oh, goody.
So I guess Ernest can kick me in the head then.
Oh, goody.
Again, guys, like I said, August 12th, this all goes down. There we go. Again, right. It just works out so perfect where you are on the screen.
It does. It really does.
Guys, August 12th up in Utica, New York at the Utica
John,
University
go to your right.
Nexus.
And this is what happens when you have cheap internet, folks, because you have this. But as you can see right there on August the 12th, Immortal Championship Wrestling presents This is Immortal, as this is literally just like sitting on my screen right now. From what you can see here, we have Cheeseburger coming in. We got Dirty Dango. We got George Joel, who is well known in the upstate New York, as well as the New England area. We have Real One, formerly known as Enzo Amore, and also WWE Hall of Famer. And please don't put me in a one-on-one match with The Undertaker, known as Teddy Long. And again, folks, that takes place at the... Oh, okay. I guess he's gone now. Well, I guess it's just me, folks. So anyway, as you can see right there in the poster, the Utica University Nexus Center in beautiful Utica, New York, a brand new building. I remember seeing footage online about it. Gorgeous setup. Doors open at 6 p.m. Show starts at 6:45. And if you follow not only the Around the Ropes podcast, but also the Immortal Championship Wrestling Facebook group or social media groups, we actually will have a little bit of a prize going on the day of, where this is where it gets interesting, folks. So if I were you, I would pay attention. So basically, what we're going to be doing, ATR and Immortal, we are going to find 2 lucky individuals or a pair. Or one person with a +1. And we are going to ask them 3 questions regarding Immortal Championship Wrestling. And if they can get all 3 right, then they will win a pair of tickets for This is Immortal. Now, unfortunately, in order to qualify for this is if you haven't bought your tickets yet the day of. So if you already have tickets and you trying to go for tickets again, sorry, we're gonna have to pass you. I'm sorry. And again, folks, this takes place this Saturday in Utica, New York, on the premier streaming network, a wonderful, wonderful brand new streaming network, which is run by a gentleman by the name of Josh Chernoff and co-CEO, I believe. And I'm trying to find myself here. Freddie Prinze Jr. I'm just gonna leave like this for the rest of the podcast until John comes back, and I think someone's trying to comment right now. Well, of course you can't see me. Oh, yeah, there you go. Now you can see me.
Yes, I am back. Sorry about that, folks. Internet problems. Whoop-de-doo. But guys, we're being joined right now. Actually, Ryan.
Okay, great. Thanks for letting me stall for fucking time.
Go right at Ryan.
I'm saying thanks for letting me stall for fucking time. Thank you.
No problem. I'm gonna let you introduce the guest.
Oh, is he here?
He is in the waiting room.
Okay, perfect.
Oh, good lord. Swallow, Ryan.
Shut up. We're a PG-ish show.
Sure.
I mean, wait, hold on. Are you even allowed to be on here? Do you need to get your mom's permission? Sign the permission slip for you?
Ryan?
John? Great, we're all here. And so is our guest. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, it is my distinct honor and privilege, not his, but my honor, to bring in the owner, founder, the head honcho, whatever you want to call him, the big man on campus for Immortal Championship Wrestling, the one and only Mr. Mike King.
Wow, that's one hell of an introduction there.
That's why you booked me, right?
Exactly. How you guys doing tonight?
Good. How you doing, man?
Good. It's been a long day.
Feel like you could say it's gonna be a long week for you.
It is. It is. I got so much stuff to do. I really do. But hopefully it'll pay off.
Well, now we brought that up. Let me get into it now. How you feeling about the show being that's a couple days away?
I'm excited and nervous at the same time.
Excited and nervous at the same time. That's a good feeling to have. So before we go any further, I got a few questions in regards to, my contractual status. Will there be air conditioning?
It's going to be about 60 degrees in there.
Thank God. Thank God. Will we have a working DJ system with microphones?
Yes.
We're
tapping right into their state-of-the-art sound system.
Oh, good. So I don't have to kill a DJ this time. That was it. I'm good. I'm sold.
So now, again, folks, in case you have not been watching our show for the last, I feel like we've been talking about the show for the last 6 months, even though it's only been about a month and a half. This Saturday, it all goes down. Mike, first thing I want to get to, what is one match that you're looking forward to the most?
Oh gosh, all of them. They're all. This is a stacked card. People will be nuts if they can't make the show and they don't stream it. It's their loss. This is going to be a hell of a show.
Yeah. Now I have.
I'm going down through the card right now, and jeez.
Oh yeah.
I honestly don't know which one. I'm serious. I'm looking forward to all of them. I really am.
So basically, what you're saying is match. The match you're looking for is match pre through main. There we go.
Yes.
Pre through main.
Exactly.
So now I have to ask. What made you and Immortal? What made you guys want to make the decision to go on the Premier Streaming Network and do your live pay-per-view for the first time?
Well, I mean, I wanted to go with one of the best, and I mean, what else can you ask for? I mean, Freddie Prinze is part owner, So, I mean, that's all I really got to say about that. I wanted the best, where hopefully our product is going to be seen to multiple countries around the world. I mean, on our YouTube channel, we get a lot of views from overseas, so I'm hoping that'll carry over to this show.
Oh, wow.
Now, obviously, like I know I said before that, there's what's one match. Obviously, this card is stacked. First match I want to look at is actually your world heavyweight title. Obviously, the last show, Garrett Holiday defeated Ben Hameen to become the new Immortal Championship Wrestling World Heavyweight Champion. Obviously, we also had him on the show a few days later.
Yep.
Now, how do you feel about that match, being that he's going up against somebody like Cheeseburger?
I mean, Cheeseburger is a veteran that's been all over the world. I mean, Garrett definitely has his work cut out for him. But, I mean, he was with the Northeast Championship. He's a fighting champion, and he doesn't back down. I mean, who knows? We could have a brand new heavyweight champion Saturday night.
Ooh.
I was going to say that if that were to happen, oof, right? I think at that point, then, if that were to happen, you don't even just get changed. We just get in the car and just heading out to Long Island, because I think Utica would have like a ride on.
I know.
Yeah. That building will be going into shambles, and they'll be then the entire city of Utica will be pissed at ICW.
They were after Kayla lost the title to Becca up in Westmoreland 2 shows ago. There was a dead silence on that 3 count, and then there was a lot of booze and cussing.
Now,
totally unexpected all around the board.
Now, speaking of Kayla, she called out the challenge for Becca for a rematch.
And if you notice, Becca responded today.
Oh, she did. I did not see the response.
Is there any way you can pull that up right now?
If you give me 2 seconds, I can. It's on Facebook, right?
Yes, on our Immortal.
All right, Ryan, Mike, talk for 2 seconds. I'm gonna go see if I can pull the video.
Okay, while he's doing that, so we'll get back to the Kayla and whatnot. But there's one other match I kind of want to talk about, and that is the triple threat tag title match with I believe Power Supply, the current champions, Sons of Allah, and I don't remember the third team off the top of my head. Edge of Hope. Thank you.
Matic and Soren Rain.
Oof. I remember seeing Rain take on Dr. Sleep 6 months ago, and he was, dominant in that matchup. But now
these two together. I mean, jeez. Matic has taken a total 360, going from 24/7 champion to the comedy role to now he's all business. he wants to prove. He's got a point to prove.
I mean, if I was in his shoes, I would have done the same thing too. So
yeah, nobody took him serious. I mean, it took him turning on a few guys to take him serious, I guess. The fans. So that they definitely are hungry for the gold. And then you have Power Supply, who has history with Ben and Blaze.
That was giving me my question, how did this match come to fruition? But you just answered it.
Yeah, they got a history. And last show, Adam got screwed over in his match against Blaze by Ben. So his partner wasn't there to.
Which, by the way, the Sons of Allah are John's favorite tag team.
Really?
Oh yes. And
looks like I'm gonna have to buy him a $5 face slap.
And he was so upset that Bin Hameen lost the title last month.
I thought I seen
it. He called me crying, saying, "I can't believe Bin Hameen lost. I don't walk. No, why?"
I got this. I just got to make sure. I just got to do one more bit here. I'm ignoring what Ryan just said on that one.
You always know. He always ignores me.
Yep.
We'll get him a $5 face slap, so he'll be all right.
Oh. Wait, is it $10 now due to inflation?
Oh yeah, yes. $5, $10.
Okay, here we go.
All right. Tell me if you guys can hear this. Hold on. I don't think I did one thing. Hold on. Ryan, keep talking. I gotta see. I forgot to do one part.
Did you hit play?
No, I think I forgot to add the sound part.
Oh, well, okay. But also, oh yeah. Apparently we got sorry, I think we have a comment coming in. Billy, do not give him any ideas.
Oh, no.
No.
I can't see her comments, so what's going on here?
Apparently she said
Hold on, I'll get
$5.
her.
She said yes. $5
Hold on,
face-offs for both me and John.
I'm gonna play the video. I got the video.
Oh, I'm waiting for it to load up.
And yes, Belly, I have had my cookie.
My cookie. Oh, God. Okay, here we go.
It's B3CCA here, your Immortal Women's Champion, and I'm responding to Kayla Sparks demanding a shot at this title. The reason being she claims to be incredibly hardworking. Now, I find that sometimes the people who go on social media and claim to be the hardest workers are often some of the laziest people that I've ever met. While Kayla Sparks is posting videos of her on the Stairmaster at the local YMCA, I have been traveling all over the world, all over the country, improving, wrestling, writing music, busting my ass. And frankly, I am exhausted. I need a vacation, and I am going to be taking one. I'll be taking a 3-month vacation, and in that time, I will not be appearing in upstate New York, and I will certainly not be wasting my valuable time and energy on Kayla Sparks.
So there it is.
Ooh.
Now you can get out of that.
Not the response I was hoping to hear.
So what does this mean for Kayla now on Saturday?
I guess you're going to have to be there to find out.
I mean, I know I'm going to be there to find out. I know I will be there, and John will be there too.
Yeah. I've reached out to Becca and no response, so you may have to get.
Oh boy, but there's another match I want to talk about that's actually been kind of making a lot of headlines, in my opinion, and that is the triple threat match that might possibly be the show stealer in Sean Carr, Colin Delaney, and Real One, formerly known as Enzo Amore.
Yeah, I mean, that is main event material. I'll put that up against any promotion.
John, do you have any comments on that?
Well, I just want to know one thing. Are we going to get a typical Real One promo Saturday?
I hope so.
I would laugh if he
John was at the last show, and Carr and Lindsay was insane, that match. And now you add Colin to the mix, and then Enzo.
Oof.
Yeah, that is just going to be one hell of a match.
Like you said, main event caliber right there.
Oh, for sure.
And I agree, about what you said with Sean and Lindsay from the last show. I still go back and watch some of the clips from that match. And the one thing that I'll say about Sean, especially when he worked with Lindsay, and I actually said this, I think, right after that show on here, that Sean to me is somebody he's a tall dude, but he can work well with anybody.
Oh, by far. Guys shorter than him, guys a foot taller than him. I mean, I can't believe Sean hasn't been signed somewhere, to be honest with you.
You and me both.
He's been around for a while. I mean, he's well known throughout the Northeast. He deserves it. He really does. He was a former ICW heavyweight champion as well.
This is the one match. Obviously, I'm looking forward. But this one match in particular, I'm really looking forward to, just to see him working with a guy like Real One and Colin getting put into the mix with all three of them.
And what's there not to like about Colin? I mean, he's been at the big show before, and he's known throughout the Northeast and beyond. And I think they really screwed the pooch on him when they let him go years back. If you remember,
yeah, they didn't give him.
Yeah, they threw him down in ECW for a while, and
God.
The other match.
Be a Dreamer's protege for a while.
yes, he was. But and I think he's actually improved since then by leaps and bounds. So
absolutely. I think one of my favorite memories of seeing him on the Indies is when he's teaming up with Cheech in To Infinity and Beyond.
what a great team that is. That's another team we got to bring back again.
And of course our friends and yours Billy comments saying, "Glad to hear you had your cookie, Mike. See everyone on Saturday. Get your tickets or order the pay-per-view, people."
Billy always promoting for us.
Oh, of course. And actually, let's just say, apparently, also you're bringing in someone a little bit dirty on Saturday.
Former heavyweight champion, Mr. Dirty Dango himself. Dirty Dango is back.
Oh. Now, what made you want to put him up against a young up and comer in Shane Stetson?
I want to see if Shane's for real. I mean, kind of a cowardly thing what he did with his dad. Turning his back on his father, attacking him from behind, and playing dirty to win, and always a cheap shot in the mix. So he wants to be a tough guy. We're going to find out how tough he is.
Possibly his biggest challenge to date, and Dirty Dango, a former WWE tag team champion.
Yeah. No, he's got his hands full. I'm sure his dad's going to be smiling the whole match when Shane's getting slapped around by Dirty Dango.
I can see him sitting right behind commentary, like being giddy like a kid, like a little girl in a candy store, going, "He's beating up my son. He's beating up my son."
Chip will be busy in the back, so hopefully he'll be able to catch some of it anyways.
But again, he'll be there going, "He's beating up my son." Feeling very like maniacal.
Oh, for sure.
I'll say this much about Shane, and yes, I'm actually saying his name correctly this time, unlike the last couple times. But you look at Shane, and Mike, one thing we always talk about on the show is true heels when it comes to wrestling. And I've always said for a while, Ben and Blaze to me come off as being true heels. As soon as their music hits,
there isn't a bigger heel out there than Ben.
But I think honestly, after what we saw at the Cobble Skill show, I have to pronounce it properly. I think you can almost start putting Shane into that mix as well.
He spit on his father after the match.
Who does that?
I said it. That's why I said I think with him, I think you can start. Yes, he on that level of Blaze and Ben. No, he's not yet. But give him a couple more years, he will be there.
Spit on your father?
Oh, yeah.
Especially when he's down. I mean,
that's something I don't do in general.
What like Shane's in that same category?
Yeah, no. Well, like I said, he's got his hands full.
And then obviously, I know you guys are also having the 16 stone battle royal.
Actually, I am going to give you a spoiler. Nobody has seen this yet. Hold on 1 second.
Oh, you're getting an exclusive here on the Around the Ropes podcast. What?
Oh my God.
Okay, so John,
this will be presented to the winner.
So John, when that match starts, you're gonna go to your car. You're gonna start it up. I am going to win the battle royal. I'm going to give the mic to either Cody or somebody else. I'm taking the trophy, hopping in the back of the trunk, and we're going back to Long Island because that shit's coming home with me.
Wow, that's oof.
So the winner will be taking that home.
Now, What is the concept of the trophy? Like, does someone get, a title shot, or just, out of what's
spot
the
in ICW history? I mean, obviously, some of the guys that are going to be in there are going to be some up and coming students. So obviously, if they end up winning the match, they will definitely 100% get a contract. But I mean, we do have veterans in the match as well, and some surprise entrants, and it'll be fun. Battle royals are always fun.
Oh, and that's one thing I always give you a lot of credit for is when you do the battle royals. I know you did the battle royal at the last show, and it was still entertaining as heck.
Oh yeah, yes. But I like giving these young up and comers to a chance to be out in front of a crowd too that they haven't been before, and that gives us a little way to see how they can handle it. Because as you know, some guys, as soon as they go out in front of a crowd, are just shut right down.
Yeah.
I mean, it really. I'll never forget years and years ago when I first got into business, when I had my other promotion, and they introduced me as a new owner and GM, and I was just like in panic mode. I started sweating. I didn't even know what the hell I was talking about. So I learned how to overcome that pretty easily.
Now, will that be filmed on the Premier Streaming Network, or is that going to be like a YouTube exclusive?
That'll be more of like a YouTube exclusive. I mean, we might throw up towards the end of the match just a little teaser, like maybe Channel 4 or something. We'll see, like what time constraints we have and everything. But because this is all new to me, obviously. But
you have
already planned for a second one. I should know the date for that coming up, hopefully by tomorrow.
Well, luckily you have someone who is familiar with, live pay-per-view feed, and it's more importantly the Premier Streaming Network announcing the show, and also dealing with time restraints and shit.
Yes,
that's a huge thing.
It is, and as you know too, a lot of these guys too want to get their shit in and everything, and they're going to have to do it and get it in. We can't go over on that. We got to be right.
Now I'm throwing my little expertise in there. Maybe have the referees not only have earpieces, but also have a massive locker room meeting saying normally we usually get our shit in.
Well, it's already Chip is already on it.
Good. Glad I'm on the same page as him.
He's the godfather of upstate New York wrestling, so he doesn't have that nickname he's got that nickname for a reason. So.
And one other match is for the I believe the Northeast title, the current champion Vince Valor taking on Jorah.
Yes, from AEW. Jorah is back.
Or as I call that match a battle of beefy boys.
Yeah, for sure.
I know
Valor's built like a brick shit house.
Beefy boys.
But Valor's the brick shit house and Jorah is just
he's the Punjabi brick house, I think.
Oh yeah, he really is. It seems like every time I see him, he's gotten even bigger.
Yeah, John.
That's where we get a lot of our views on YouTube is India.
Really?
Yes.
That's good marketing, actually.
If my son was here, he could give me the exact numbers, but I almost think it's like 12%.
Oh, wow.
I don't know quite that high, but I'm pretty sure it's up there.
So, Bollywood, please call ICW. We can do our own version of Ring Ka King in India, and probably a better one, actually. Anyway, John.
Like I said, I'm looking forward to this whole show. I know I've been bugging Ryan about the show because I feel like we've talked about this show every week since basically it was announced. Am I wrong, Ryan?
No, you're absolutely right. And I think it hit me, and I think it feels even more nostalgic the fact that Mike booked me, and I said yes. That's the key thing. I said yes.
Now you're etched in the history books.
Basically, I think I speak for everybody, not only in the locker room, but the fans and all three of us, it's gonna feel like freaking Christmas morning.
Oh, hey, I hope so. I really do. I've been working my ass off for years to build this territory up again. I mean, when 2CW left 10 plus years ago, it left a void up here. And I know I don't want to be even in the same category. I mean, 2CW was amazing. Josh was awesome. Awesome guy, awesome mind. He knew his shit. And
but I think you're a close second.
well, thank you. And I just, even with my former promotion, I busted my ass and built it up, and then got blindsided. So, and I was told I didn't have what it takes, and
well, you're proving them wrong.
This is my crowning moment right here. Our shows this year, attendance, every show's been between 400 and 600 plus. So
I feel like it's going to be more on Saturday, especially with the amount of press that you've been getting for this.
Yeah, we actually, yes, that coming up either tomorrow or Thursday, Teddy Long's going to be doing a local radio interview for us. We got on Spectrum Utica area, we have 187 commercials airing.
Wow.
They're just a 30-second spot, but quick, gets to the point, lets you know who's there and everything.
Listen, 30 seconds is all it takes.
Exactly. I know it was just on this past Monday night during Monday Night Raw. It's going to be on during AEW, Dark Side of the Ring, SmackDown. So.
Ooh. And speaking of Teddy Long.
Guest GM, playa.
Exact. I hope he doesn't put me either one-on-one against The Undertaker. Or I can be okay with him putting me and John in a tag team match.
There you go. Yeah.
But I did say this to John, though. I did say this to John, and I'm saying this on the air, too. If it gets to that moment, I have actually, for the next, few days, I am literally going to be watching footage of Teddy Long doing his dance. God forbid he asked me to do it with him. God forbid he asked me to do it with him. I will be prepared for whatever.
I just spoke with him last night, as a matter of fact, so he's excited about it.
I can this isn't his ICW debut, or is it?
No. We've had him before, and I've also worked with him at a convention recently too.
Okay, so it'll be a nice return. Hey, listen, WWE,
and we got him in our back pocket whenever we need him for the GM for.
Listen, WWE Hall of Famer, my opinion, possibly one of the greatest general managers in wrestling in this modern era of wrestling.
Oh, for sure.
And the fact that he's going to be part of Immortal Championship Wrestling's pay-per-view live debut, you can't write a better story than that.
No, not at all. He was the first person I thought of too when I was thinking about having somebody fill in my spot, basically.
Oh, what? I'm gonna miss you coming out to Hail to the King and throwing out free T-shirts to the fans. Who wants a T-shirt?
Well, that'll still happen. Still happen.
Okay, fine.
The only time there where I bit myself in the ass is when I had Vicky Guerrero as the guest. She got in my face and screamed, "Excuse me," because she overturned a match, and I came out and. Yep, she got in my face, said I hired her for the guest GM, and her decision's final, and that was that.
I mean, if I was in that situation, I would be like, okay, Vicky, you're good. Take it. Yeah,
you haven't heard a scream until you've had her scream in your face. I mean, I've been to plenty death metal concerts over the years, and I think my ears were ringing for a while after that.
Maybe we can bring her on here so she can yell at John.
Wow, Ryan.
Listen, John, everyone in the wrestling business has been yelled at by a veteran. You haven't yet, and I think she's the perfect person to do so.
Yeah. I think that would get his attention. That's for sure.
Excuse me.
Right. All I gotta do is walk up to a certain former world heavyweight champion, give him $10, and you're done.
You mean as you claimed it, as I have it in writing after the show, the greatest Immortal Championship Wrestling heavyweight champion of all time, Bin Hameen?
Former guest on the show, by the way.
Yes, former guest on the show. But Mike, again, he was so upset that Garrett won the title.
Yeah, like I said, I was walking by and I could have swore he was teary-eyed. He had to turn away.
Yeah, he was like, "Why? And he actually went down on his knees and yelled, "Allah Akbar! Why is this happening?"
Just wait.
Are we doing this again Saturday?
By the way, oh yeah, I forgot. We're doing a live podcast Saturday from the show.
The live pre-show. Oh yeah, that was my third question. Is there internet in the building?
Yeah, of course. It's a hockey arena.
Answer, John. There you go.
What Mike, we'll try to do for that is I'll try to get Ben to give Ryan the $5 face up on.
Hell no, hell no, John.
Well, I'll pitch in for whoever's getting one. It's either one of you.
Hell no.
But
John, you know what? You're gonna have to take one for the team because Ryan's got a pay-per-view to announce for.
I do.
Yeah, but Ryan, just remember one thing, buddy. Who's driving you home Saturday?
Doesn't mean shit.
Moving on.
Listen, as long as we stop at the Stewart shops, I'm good.
Big fan of Stewart's, huh?
We don't have those here on Long Island. We have 7-Elevens, but honestly, those are better.
Really?
7-Elevens.
I like 7-Eleven. I like me and Nick. If we ever get near one, we always get a Slurpee.
Actually, no. What am I kidding? Our biggest thing is Wawa. That's our biggest thing.
No clue.
Don't worry, it's a Jersey thing.
Well, I think there's a 7-Eleven actually right by the
Stewart shops. I looked at it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's no 7-Elevens in the area.
No.
Yes, Ryan. We know you scoured out the whole place already.
Well, because I want to know where the hell I'm going.
But also, I just want to also mention, by the way, one of the sponsors for the show happens to be this little podcast.
Yes. We got a bunch of show. We just upped a couple more yearlies on top of Dippin' Donuts. 16 Stone, our good old friends, Adam Stone. They're a yearly sponsor now, and we just picked up an auto dealership too, Master Vito Hyundai.
Ooh.
To me, just having our name put into that and seeing when the poster came out, because actually I'll put up one more time.
There we go.
Sorry, Mike, I had to cover you for a second.
Oh, that's fine.
But I think what happened was when I first saw this on Facebook, and I'm looking, I'm going, wow, great post. I'm like, oh, wait a second. I'm like, the podcast is right there.
Right there in the bottom right.
You cover me up. My eyes might be getting bloodshot by now. Not yet. It's probably another 5-10 minutes because I can feel it kicking in.
Oh shit.
Gotcha. So, Mike, last question I got. I asked you this before and I'll ask you this again. How pumped are you? How excited are you? And when will it all finally settle in? Sunday morning?
I went by there the other day on my way home from doing a bunch of promoting and shit up there. And I looked at the odd and I got a little teary-eyed because my dad used to take me there as a kid for years, watching it when it was WWF. And I never thought as a kid, a dream that I'd be running in that freaking building or even having my own promotion. And it just brought tears to my eyes because my dad was never able to see one of my shows either. I mean, when I first started in the wrestling business, he never was able to come to a show. At one of the shows we did in St. Johnsville, he was in a nursing home. I brought up like 3 wrestlers over to the nursing home just so he can meet them and things. So, knowing that he's watching from above, I probably will have him around my neck too, his ashes for the show, so that he's there with me. So, but yeah, that's one of the things I'm most excited about, knowing that my dad's looking down and smiling.
He's in the best seat in the house. That's what it is.
And I'm sure it's air conditioned too.
I will say this much. I remember at the last show when the ring announcer said that the show on Saturday is going to be air conditioned. And I don't think I've ever heard a bigger pop for the word air conditioning than I did at that show.
Yeah, they had a chant going too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was insanely hot, Ryan.
I can only imagine, and that's the reason why I asked about not only the air conditioning but also the DJ, because I worked an event recently where I almost killed the DJ.
Yeah,
John can attest because he was there.
I'll put it this way: it was Angry Ryan came out that moment, and no, I don't want that. First time
that ever happened too.
No, not me. I got a short fuse. I'm Italian and Irish, so if that's in Sicilian, so that tells
I'm half Irish. There we go.
The Sicilian and Irish mix isn't good.
Oof. Yeah, that could end up being deadly.
Hi, Mama Chalet.
Ryan, any more questions for Mike?
Is it Saturday yet?
Close.
But again, I cannot wait to be back up there again, Mike. I really can't. And I can't thank you enough for giving me the opportunity to come back up and be a part of history.
Yes. Let's kill it. I'm sure. Get your tickets now, or buy the stream on Premiere.
Oh, actually, while I have you, Mike, I said this, before, when John was going away and all, because we talked about this for a while, and I think you know what I'm about to talk about, John, the day of the show.
Yeah.
So obviously, for those that don't know, whenever you get a sponsorship package, you get 2 tickets to the show. Now, I think John brought this up to you, and you said absolutely. So, I said it earlier. On the day of the show, we are going to find 2 lucky viewers and, stream it all on whoever has the access to the social media pages for Immortal Championship Wrestling as a little bit of a preview of what to expect crowd-wise. And we're going to find 3 lucky fans, and we're going to ask them 3 wrestling questions. It can be any wrestling questions. It'll be easy, don't worry. And if you get all 3 of them right, you win a pair of tickets to that night's event.
Awesome.
Basically, the Around the Ropes podcast is donating our tickets to 2 lucky people who haven't gotten their tickets yet. Because as I said, if you already got your tickets and you want to try to go for more, sorry, we're gonna pass you. We're gonna pass you.
Be like scalpers out there.
No, nobody gonna be scalping that shit when I'm in charge. Just saying.
But Mike, I want to thank you for, being so welcoming for us in the podcast in the last couple of shows that we've been a part of.
Awesome, I enjoy it.
And thanks for remembering me after all these years.
Again, guys, it all goes down August 12th. I'm having goosebumps right now, even thinking about it. And again, let me actually put the poster up one more time, and I'm gonna put that poster up quite a bit tonight.
Well, yeah, August show 12th, week, baby.
Nope. August 12th, it all goes down. Cheeseburger, Dirty Dango, Teddy Long, Real One, George Ole, and Ryan Peterson, the ring announcer. Come watch it live. If you can't get tickets, all the information is right there. If not, you can buy the pay-per-view on Premier Streaming Network. And guys, let's just get to Saturday. Saturday's going to be a blast.
Cannot freaking wait.
Yeah,
And,
I'm sure I'm not going to get much sleep this week.
Sleep? What's that?
Exactly.
Mike, thank you again for hopping on with us. I appreciate it a lot. We'll see you Saturday. If you need any help, obviously I know Ryan's going to be taking care of that. But if you need any help beforehand, I'm there to help.
Sounds like a plan, guys.
Alrighty. Mike, we'll see you Saturday.
Sounds good. Have a great night.
Have a great night. Oh, okay.
I don't know what's going on here, folks.
I guess we're still here, huh?
We're still here, I guess.
I mean, if you want to stay on longer, you can.
No, I think my cookie's starting to.
Fair enough.
Go enjoy the cookie. See you Saturday.
Yeah, I'll be slurring my words here soon. So,
Mike, we'll see you Saturday, buddy.
damn Full House cookies. All right, see you guys.
All right, we'll see you Saturday, Mike.
Have a good night.
You too.
David chimes in here and says, I'm so envious of you guys.
I know. I'm sorry, David. I'm sorry, but at the same time, I'm not sorry.
Also, want to make a quick mention, by the way, we will be having an interview dropped probably sometime this week. I just have to forewarn you guys. If you're watching it, make sure you have headphones in or make sure there's no small children around.
Viewer discretion advised. That's the warning we're giving you.
Yes.
Because also apparently this certain individual decided to reveal a couple of truths about John Blaine.
Moving on. But guys, again, it all goes down this Saturday. I mean, Ryan, how freaking stoked are you?
Well, first of all, let me get through Friday and then I'll deal with that. Because
Friday's even still happening.
As of right now, it's supposed to be clear, sunny skies.
Yeah, the last time that happened, they still. Oh,
yeah.
No. But guys, it all goes down this Saturday, 6:45 start time, and can't wait to be up there again. And then obviously, I'll be back up in that area a couple weeks later for the International Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame as they have their 3rd annual gala.
But John, I got a question for you.
What's up?
Wasn't there some sort of big event this weekend?
Yeah. Yes. I drew a blank there for a second for some reason.
Some sort of big party, apparently.
Yes, which actually I do want to get to because that was one comment that did get brought in earlier. Where the hell did it go now? Oh, here we go. Dave, this is a comment David chimed in earlier. I was going to get to it now since we're talking about it. Obviously, you can read. I'll read it out loud. He goes, "Hey, John, Ryan, just wanted to say thoroughly enjoyed the Summerslam watch along. You guys were very entertaining as usual. It was a pleasure to watch along with you all." David, I appreciate all the support you've given the show. It means a lot. But yeah, Ryan, I think there was a some sort of big show happening on Saturday in Detroit.
Oh yes, Smokey Robinson.
Of course, Smokey Robinson.
I'm sorry, the Detroit Tigers.
What a joke.
Summerfest. SummerSlam.
We're going to get right now into SummerSlam because I have some things I want to talk about with that show.
So, first of all, we kicked off SummerSlam with Logan Paul against Ricochet. Very good opener, in my opinion. obviously we knew this was gonna be like the flippy dippy shit that we were expecting.
Yeah.
And of course, Logan Paul had to go on first so he can hop on a private jet and go see his equally egotistical brother Jake Paul win, and I say that term loosely, against Nate Diaz.
Overall, I thought it was a very. It was what it was. Was I expecting it to be, a technical masterpiece? No, not at all.
Michael Cole said it best. The match was great. The ending sucked.
Yeah, but I will say this much. What did you expect was going to happen?
I was hoping for someone a little more notable to be involved. Because who the fuck was that guy?
I have no idea.
Exactly.
But it helped the match.
At that point, they should have fucking brought in KSI.
I'm surprised they didn't, to be honest.
That's what I'm saying. They should have brought him in.
I'm surprised they didn't. Like I said, I still think this put Ricochet. The part I loved about it was the end, where Logan won, and Samantha did not want to announce him as the winner.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was beautifully done. But overall, it was what it was. I didn't expect anything else.
No, but again, I thought it was a good match.
David chimes in here and goes, "What baffled me was there was no big returns." Yeah, David, that kind of also surprised me a bit, because I know there was talks about Bray showing up, Randy showing up, Dwayne showing up, but apparently nobody showed up.
Well, let's continue on now instead of jumping all over the place. We had the third installment in this saga of Cody Rhodes and Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, this one we're going to call Brock Lesnar the moment he ripped his pants.
Excuse me 1 second.
And while Ryan's going to take care of what he's taking care of, I personally thought it was a great match. I thought the ending, when Brock did the handshake at the end, I thought it was something. It made it a bigger moment. It gave it that moment where you didn't expect it to happen. And actually, let me take Ryan off the screen so he can take care of what he has to take care of. But what I was going to say, though, is when you look at what happened in that match, you expected Cody was going to win. The one thing I will say about SummerSlam as a whole, none of the matches shocked me. And I don't remember who said on this watch along that we did on Saturday, but it was more of how a lot of the matches was more of how we got there. Okay, Ryan looks like he's back.
Yeah, sorry, I had to read something. That was my apologies.
Oh, you're good.
Business.
But I will say this much, Sheldon. We got another comment coming in here from David saying, "I really love Brock for breaking character and giving props to Cody." Yeah, I completely agree. Because the thing is, what I love about that, you remember back at WrestleMania 19?
Mm-hmm.
I think it was.
Yep, Kurt. Yep, it was Kurt and Brock.
Kurt did the same thing for Brock. And I said this actually on the watch along that we did on Saturday. It's weird to think that we're saying that, Brock had to put over a new talent, and the new talent is Cody.
What kind of made me feel a little bit old was that they were talking about Brock Lesnar's first SummerSlam back in 2002, where he defeated The Rock, and now fast forward 21 years later, when they said that, I'm like, shit, I am old.
You're not old.
I was at the SummerSlam too. But overall, I thought this was a great match between these two, especially with Brock literally ripping his pants.
Yeah.
I know John's excited about that.
It gave for the moment.
Oh, it did. But I think, in my opinion, I think this was like the better out of the three.
Well, now, from what I'm hearing, supposedly they're going to have Cody go up against Seth again.
I don't know. After what transpired last night, I don't think so at the moment.
David chimes in and goes, How do you think I feel? I turned 43 on Saturday.
Oh, well.
Again, David, it may be 43 in the UK, but here 43 is like the new 28.
Exactly. So let's fast forward to the action right now, as we had the highly promoted by Slim Jim SummerSlam Battle Royal, or as I call it, the LA Night Invitational.
I have a big issue when it comes to these battle royals. I know we just talked about battle royals when we had Mike on. When he does a battle royal, he does them the right way. He does them good. But when WWE does them, I feel like a lot of it doesn't extend to anything. And what I mean by that is this. Look at any of those Andre the Giant battle royals that have happened. Obviously, we can sit here and name all the winners of it because there hasn't been many, but have they actually done anything with any of them?
I think, in my opinion, the first winner, and that was it.
Who, Cesaro?
Yeah.
They did nothing with him.
For like 3 months.
Oh, whoop-de-doo. They did something with him for 3 months. But, hold on. Now I'm curious to see here. Because now it got me thinking. Hold on. Give me 1 second here. Okay, here we go. The actual winners of the Andre the Giant Battle Royal. Okay, we had Cesaro at the first one.
I think Big Show was the second one.
Yes. Third one was Baron Corbin. Fourth one was Mojo Rawley.
I forgot that.
Stop me when you actually see when I actually mention something they did with somebody, okay? Number 5 is Matt Hardy. 6 was Braun Strowman.
Next.
7 was Jey Uso. 8 was Madcap Moss.
Hold on, back it up. Jey Uso is the only one notable out of that entire list.
But my point is this. You had, obviously I know people are going to say, but John, what about guys like Big Show and Hardy? They've already made it by that point.
In 2015, that's when Big Show turned heel for the 27th time.
That month.
Yeah. Then the following week, he turned face for the 35th time.
But, I look at it this way. You go back to when Corbin won it. When they were in Arlington for WrestleMania 32. They did nothing with him. They did absolutely nothing with him until now.
Well, also that was a hot time.
But they still could have done something with him. He came from NXT. That could be an opportunity to make him a superstar.
He really wasn't that much of a big of a star in NXT at that point either.
But what I'm saying is, you had him win the Battle Royal.
Yeah, for the shock factor. That was it.
But even the shock factor, you could have built on that shock factor.
But the problem is, again, that was the summer of Styles and Cena.
Okay, that's saying you had to put him with Styles or Cena. You could have put him with whoever the IC. You could have put him with freaking Dolph.
I think he did actually.
But that was afterwards. That was way after. I'm saying WWE, when they do these battle royals, they never keep their foot on the gas pedal. Is what I'm trying to say.
Oh, didn't they make? Oh no, that was 2017. Never mind.
But I wish I'm hoping that, with LA Knight winning this thing Saturday, I'm hoping they give him the push he needs. Because he's, to me, probably the most over person in WWE right now.
And the promo battle he did with the Miz last night. Whew.
But because also this, and here's the other thing though. I'm going to say something that's a little bit controversial. I think he's on the same level as being over as Roman Reigns.
Really?
Here's the only difference, though. Roman Reigns got to where he did. Yes, Roman changed his character Yes, he did. But we have to remember one thing. Roman Reigns is Samoan. Once you're Samoan, you're automatically a top wrestler. It's common sense at this point.
95% accurate.
Also, who did Roman have backing him?
Some guy named Dwayne.
I'm saying the Machine.
Oh, yeah.
Who's back in LA Knight?
The fans.
That's why they're not going to push him. Think about it. Has WWE pushed anybody who has gotten organically over with the crowd since the days of guys like Cena and those guys?
No.
Because it's funny. Those guys like Cena, guys like The Rock, became bigger than WWE is. I mean, yes, did we have spurts of it throughout the last 20 years? Yeah, we did. Guys like Daniel Bryan, Rusev, who I think should have gotten that push but never did because of the fact that they, were getting organically over.
Well, yeah,
that's why
because also who was running the show at that point?
Yeah, it was Vince.
Gomez.
But my thing is this though. You look at with him, that's my only fear with LA Knight right now. Is that I feel like they're not going to do anything with him because he's getting over what he didn't have the Machine backing him. Because I mean, deep down, do I think him and the Miz? Because that's where I think they're going with them this next feud. I think the promos are going to do great. Don't get me wrong. I think you got two guys who can basically talk your way into any match.
Mm-hmm.
But they got to do something bigger with LA Knight. And I know the comments can be, but John, isn't he over enough? Yes, he's over as hell right now. But the thing is, you can only be over as hell for so long without having gold around your waist.
And you notice the overall love for LA Knight happened after the Royal Rumble.
Exactly. David chimes in. He goes, I think I know what you mean about the Battle Royals. They seem to be more of a sideshow rather than a leg up event. Yeah, exactly. It's like, okay, it's like, well, we have one match free. Well, what do we do? Well, we're not going to put these two guys on, even though they should be on here. No, we're going to do another Battle Royal, and we're going to put 15 random people in there and just let somebody get a win just because, it's wrestling. And I think it's ridiculous at this point. I wish if they do these Battle Royals, I wish it led to something.
I will say, though, in the SummerSlam Battle Royal, I like the fact that, just for a hot second, they kind of focused on Santos and Theory.
Yeah. Oh, but that's what I liked. I liked about this battle Royals that they specifically worked on certain angles. And
especially with what I've been hearing about, Santos and Theory. Yeah, mm-hmm. I'm all for it.
But my point is this, though. When you look at these Battle Royals, like I said, WWE has to do something with them because at this point they're losing their luster. It's like, okay, we're going to do a Battle Royal. Okay, bathroom break. Let's go. Like, to me, I wish it would be like, okay, you win this Battle Royal, you become the number one contender for the IC title. I know they did the Fatal 4-Way on Monday Night Raw, but why not do a Battle Royal like that? Why not do a Battle Royal where it's, okay, the winner becomes the number one contender towards the U.S. title? And also, why not play it off like these Andre the Giant Battle Royals or these SummerSlam, like it's the Royal Rumble, where you have guys turn around and go, no, I'm entering myself into this Battle Royal. Not, okay, we're just going to put person A, person B, person C, person D, person E, and all the way up to Z into the Battle Royal. Why? Just because we feel like it.
Because.
To me, it's ridiculous. It's stupid.
So now let's continue on. And speaking of bathroom breaks, it's time for Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler.
Oh God! And this is what we were talking about this before Mike joined us tonight with the women's wrestling, and this is another example of it.
This should have been a regular wrestling match, not a fucking MMA rules match.
David chimes in here and says, I say make the battle royals more relevant by putting them in more of a fit in PLA, say Survivor Series for I don't see a problem with that.
They did that a couple of years ago. It was sponsored by fucking Pizza Hut.
Well, going back to what you were saying before though about with whatchamacallit, with Ronda and Shayna.
Panther match.
Here's the way I look at it. You could have kept the MMA thing, but you could have also brought it up a notch.
You could have done an actual fucking fight pit.
Exactly. And instead of having some random schmo, who was the referee at the last pit match they had with Rollins and Riddle last year?
Dan Cormier.
But why not build that up?
Especially with their recent partnership with Endeavor. It's a great cross promotion shit.
I think you could have done more with it. And I think this whole thing about is Ronda gone? Yeah, I think she's done.
I think so too.
I was going to say this. Also, you got to realize, what else does she have to accomplish?
Nothing.
She's accomplished everything.
I will say this too. Her return, very lackluster.
Oh, yeah. It had no, when she debuted, oh, God, when did she debut?
2018.
For WrestleMania 34, right?
It was actually the Royal Rumble in Philly.
No, her in-ring debut.
Oh, yeah. It was a tag match with her and Angle versus Triple H and Steph.
That one had more of a buzz to it.
And she surprised the hell out of everybody with her in-ring ability.
Oh, yeah, I completely agree. Like I said, what they do with Shayna, I have no idea. Obviously, we know what happened.
Obviously, it looks like the fans are taking more accustomed to her now.
Well, because I think the problem is for so long she was always in Ronda's shadow.
Yeah,
she was always in Ronda's rearview mirror, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
Now I would be the one, if you want to really make Shayna a bigger force, have her come out with a shirt saying, I'm the reason why, something expensive, I'm the reason why Ronda's not here anymore.
Or I made Ronda sleep.
Exactly.
There you go.
That goes back to after Brock beat John and SummerSlam.
Eat, sleep, suplex, repeat.
Exactly. Now what was the next match after? Oh, the IC title match.
Oh.
Honestly, I have no issues with that match.
Beefy boys.
Yeah, I thought it was. Well, again, it's Gunther we're talking about here. The guy can shit.
No, John. If you're gonna say his name right, if you're gonna say his name, you gotta say it right.
Say it.
He is the ring general Gunther.
Okay, Samantha Irvine.
No, it's Ludwig von Kaiser.
And then the bald-headed guy.
Exactly.
I mean, like I said before, Gunther to me can shit and still have a 5-star match. So
now I think they can officially say that he is going to surpass Honky Tonk Man's record.
Oh, without a doubt. Now the question is going to be, though, who dethrones him?
I think we said this on the watch along this past weekend. Mm-hmm. I would say have him lose the title at Survivor Series.
To who?
I have no idea. That's the tough one. Because I kind of like the fact right now that they're pushing Chad Gable now.
Yes.
Which I think Gable and Gunther will be fucking fantastic.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. I totally agree on that.
Well, I mean, fuck it. I mean, hell, if they wanted to, they can bring up someone from NXT again.
Who?
How about someone he's familiar with known as Tyler Bate?
You want to go that route? Why did you just bring up Billy at this point?
I think they may be going with that, actually, soon.
I would have no problem with that at all. But let's keep things going here. We had after that we had the triple threat women's match.
This one was a good match.
I'll say this much. Obviously, you know, we still got to get to the main event, and I'm going to say this because I know this question I'm going to ask later about favorite match of the night. I'm going to say this. I think the women's triple threat match, to me, was more entertaining
Than the main event. Yeah.
And I say that for one reason.
I think that and also the IC title.
Can I tell you something? I still take the women's triple threat.
No, I'm not saying they're both on the same level. I'm just saying that, you know, I think those two are better than the main event.
Well, I say the women's triple threat for one reason. Because first of all, we didn't expect the winner to be the winner.
Yeah.
But the chemistry that Asuka, Charlotte Flair, and Bianca had was incredible.
And Bianca became a champion for all about 2 minutes.
Actually, 95 seconds.
95 seconds. Excuse me, Father Time.
And then we obviously hear Io Sky's music enter, and she cashes in.
That fucking pop, though.
Oh, yeah. Yes, David, that's what, you know, we were just saying that. Yes, the cash in. Yes, David, completely agree. The cash in was incredibly awesome.
This could be controversial in my opinion, but I think this cash in was one of their better cash ins they've done in recent.
And actually, if I think about it correctly, I think she had one of the longer times holding that briefcase.
No.
The women.
No.
Who held it longer?
Carmella.
But I'm saying most of the women wrestlers who have won it usually cash in the same night.
Carmella had it for 9 months.
Yes. No, no, what I'm saying is most of the women who get that briefcase usually cash in within a couple of weeks of winning it.
Yeah.
So to me, the fact that she held it as long as she did, I thought it was done perfectly. And yes, David, yep. He says I agree with it was played perfectly. Yeah,
it was.
And that's what I loved about it.
And the initial fan reaction to it as well.
Because again, everybody figured Asuka was going to retain or Charlotte was going to win.
Not expecting Bianca to win and then cash in.
I'll say this much. On the watch on that we did on Saturday, folks, again, if you missed that, go back and watch it on our YouTube page or on our Facebook page. If you go on our YouTube page, hit the subscribe button. It costs you nothing. It does wonders for us. I said it on the watch along. I said I expect Bianca to turn fully heel, but I didn't think she was going to win the title. But I think now, if WWE wants to do this right, you have Io Sky feuding with Bianca right out of the gate. Because you got Bianca turn around and go, you couldn't even let me have my moment.
Oh, yeah.
So now I'm going to become a thorn in your side until you give me what's mine.
Either Bianca or potentially somebody coming back.
Oh.
Kyrie.
I think you can hold off on her until a little bit later. I think right now, the iron is hot with Bianca.
Yeah.
Because you look at Bianca now, this is your moment right here to turn her heel. This is your moment right here. And this is something that, I mean, I don't want WWE to turn around and go, okay, well, we're going to give it to Dana Brooke.
God.
Like I said, I think right now, coming right out of the gate, heading to Payback in a couple of weeks, I think you have her first feud, for the title, be with Bianca.
I agree.
And then let's get to the main event.
Do we have to?
for what happened at the end?
First of all, the match was over a half hour long, but in reality, the match was about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Because 20 minutes of that was all Roman Reigns taunting.
But again, this is what I said before about how the women's match to me was more entertaining than the main event, because the women's match to me was more with Roman. You expected that to happen. You expected he was going to take the title like that.
But didn't expect didn't expect the ending.
What do you mean?
With who came in?
No, and that's what I want to get to right now. Because you look at, obviously we saw, and I remember somebody posted on Facebook and said something about they had PTSD from Retribution.
Basically, they paint a picture like this. Jay did his normal super kicks and frog splash. As he's going for the cover, a masked individual pulls him out of the ring. I knew exactly who it was off the top of the head because, dude, you're wearing your fucking sneakers. The sneakers were a big giveaway.
Yeah.
If anything, they should have worn wrestling boots. But as they took off the hood and the mask, it turned out to be Jay's brother, Jimmy.
Now, you know what's funny, though? Now I can probably tell the two of them apart. You think I'm joking? For years, I could never tell the two of them apart. In a previous lifetime, on one of the older shows I did, the way we used to refer to them was, yeah, you have Uso 1 and Uso 2. But, no, I just thought overall, but now here's my question, though. Where do they go from here?
Honestly, I don't know.
I got a perfect solution.
What
pay-per-view September 2nd?
What, Jimmy versus Jay at Payback?
Uh-huh. Have it lead to the other thing that I felt very interested by. Have it lead to a fatal four-way at Survivor Series.
Fatal four-way?
Roman, Jay, Jimmy, and Solo.
No.
It's
no,
right there.
How WWE handles things, they're not going to have Roman do anything at Survivor Series.
Well, no, Roman's injured right now. Yeah. I found it very convenient when they said he's injured right now. I'm like, of course he is. Anyway, to push this title longer.
So if someone's injured, then that means they had to vacate the title, right?
Yeah, good one. If it was UI or anybody else, then yeah. But when your name is Roman freaking Reigns, no, absolutely not. But no, I thought overall. I mean, let me ask you this: overall, what would you give SummerSlam?
What's the out of what?
Out of 5.
3.5.
I'm gonna go 4 out of 5. I thought not the ending. I thought the women's match was good. I thought what did it for me for the main event was the ending, and then you got Gunther and Drew.
What I think kind of killed it for me was how, unfortunately, the main event. But also the Ronda and Shayna match and the Battle Royal.
Yeah, overall, and also
they should have done fucking Becky and Trish on SummerSlam, but no, they wanted to wait until they were in Hamilton, Ontario, Canada. Like, come on.
You're surprised by that, dude?
They'd rather wrestle in front of 5,000 people instead of, 51,000? How fucking stupid are you?
Yeah, but you just got to remember, we were supposed to do Rhea and Raquel, and they never did that.
I think Raquel is injured, I think.
She was on Raw last night.
Yeah, but I think she's not. But anyway, you're saying 4 out of 5. I'm saying 3.5 out of 5. It was above average. I'll give it that.
Oh yeah. Guys,
so now let's move. What's up?
I would say whoever's watching, leave your rating below. Love to hear what you guys thought as well.
Let's quickly go into Monday Night Raw from what I saw in the results wise.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, you had looks like a little bit of tension in the Judgment Day.
But they've been teasing that for a while, though.
Yeah, but I think what happened. Oh shit! We forgot a match. Seth Rollins and Finn Balor.
Oh yeah! Wow. What? Okay, folks. We'll see you guys next week.
Okay, then I'm bumping up my rating to 4 now out of 5.
Yeah, I thought. What I'm just curious to see though is where they go with Judgment Day.
I have a theory.
Okay.
Because a certain somebody was talking with Finn quite a lot last night in JD Madonna.
But they were teasing that a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, but I think now, especially with what happened on Saturday, I think they're planting even more.
They could. They very well could.
What else happened? Oh yeah, we have a new number 1 contender for the IC title, which is Chad Gable.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Honestly, Chad, as far as Chad winning it, I have no issues at all with him winning it.
I don't either.
I think it's the perfect choice. I think it's the right option. And all that stuff.
From what I'm hearing, apparently we might see Maxine joining Imperium.
I thought for a while, I could be wrong on this. You think she dated Ludwig Kaiser?
No, that's Tiffany Stratton.
Oh, blonde-haired women. I can't tell the difference between half of them.
Although, ironically, her boyfriend made it through the tryouts in Detroit. I wonder why.
Whose boyfriend?
Maxine's.
I'm going to ask you the real question. Is her boyfriend somebody you've worked with?
No. He's not even a wrestler. He's a fucking former college football player.
Oh, I don't know who her boyfriend is.
Because they actually released like who it was. I'm like, oh, okay.
Who is he?
I have no idea, but still, nepotism.
Wait, hold on. WWE has nepotism? No.
It's one big orgy, I think. I don't know. Anyway.
Let's call it what it is.
But yeah, Maxine joining Imperium, that could be intriguing, actually.
It would be different.
Oh yeah, the women's tag title should be fucking burned now.
Gee, haven't I been saying that for the long ass time now?
Yeah, but now this hits personally.
Oh wait, hold on, Ryan. Does this make you now one half of the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions?
Technicality, yes.
That's the only reason why I'm confused. Now, why does this affect you?
Chelsea Green.
Oh, okay. Duh.
And he's the brains behind this fucking podcast?
Right. I've been saying it for the longest time, since Naomi.
Then again, it's the same guy who said, without John Blaine, there is no Ryan Peterson. Did you just mute yourself? And again, folks, without John Blaine, there is no Ryan.
Okay, good.
There is no Ryan Peterson.
You could.
It works both ways, asshole.
I have been saying this for the longest time now, that they should get rid of those fucking titles at this point. They're doing nothing with them. Other than when Sasha and Bayley held those titles first, and then the Iconics held the titles. Can you name me another tag team that's held those titles and they've done something with them, and not because one of them's been injured or one of them's turned on the other person? That's what I've been saying this for months now, that they should get rid of those damn titles at this point.
Even Sonya Deville said jokingly, the tag titles are cursed.
It's not only that they're cursed, they're just not being used properly.
They're cursed. And also a surprising heel turn at the end of Raw.
Hopefully with this heel turn that you're referring to, hopefully we don't go back to his other music.
God, I hope not. Folks, if you didn't see the end of Monday Night Raw, it was a massive 8-man tag, or it was a 6-man or 8-man?
6.
6, okay. With the American Roller Coaster, Cody Rhodes, Seth freaking Rollins, and Shinsuke Nakamura. Because also, have you seen Sami Zayn's elbow?
Oh, you mean the thing that's popping out of his shoulder, out of his skin? Yeah.
Yep. So at the end of the match, they're celebrating. Yay, we won. And all of a sudden, here comes Nakamura. Kinshasa! Okay.
All I'm going to say is this.
God, I hope it back to his other music. I hated that shit.
I seriously hope to God. But, Ryan, I don't think we got anything else to talk about because I'm actually getting exhausted.
I really don't think there's anything else. Quickly. As of right now, Invictus Pro Wrestling returns on Friday from the Boogie Down Bronx. As they present, and I'm going to say the name of the title right, John. We Outside.
Hold on. You want to say that one more time?
We Outside.
Did you notice something different?
Yeah, it's me on my big head.
No. You can still see the background.
Ooh, fancy. Yes, we are fancy bitches tonight. I love it. But, I don't think there's anything else to talk about. Oh! Supposedly I'm hearing a rumor of one quick thing about NXT. I am hearing a rumor of who might be appearing sooner rather than later.
Oh.
And might possibly be Dom Mysterio, Dirty Dom's next feud.
Oh, right.
Brian Pillman Jr.
Oh, yeah. Speaking about that, they also signed Nick Aldis, by the way.
They did sign him.
Yeah, but they did it weird, though, with him. They're signing him as a producer first.
Jay, where have I seen this?
AEW?
More like currently now with Bobby Roode.
Yeah. But again, guys, I appreciate everybody who commented tonight. It meant a lot. Ryan, before we go, do you have anything else you'd like to promote?
Well, it'll be quick, I promise. I got Invictus on Friday, ICW on Saturday. Next Sunday, the 20th, which I still can't fucking believe it's coming up already. Myself is being brought in by the Around Rose podcast, aka that guy over there, for Wrestle Bash in Fairfield, New Jersey. And also, folks, we will be selling our organic crack, aka our delicious organic Sumatra blend coffee, for only $10 a bag.
And you know what? I'm going to say this. I might bring some bags with me this weekend.
I'd be insulted if you didn't.
Well, I know there's a few people who are going to buy them, but yeah, I might bring some just to see.
Oh, we'll still promote it no matter what.
Oh, yeah.
And also, who knows? We could be even bringing a little bit of a coffee pot to Wrestle Bash, just in case.
Maybe.
Let's see. As of right now, September 9th, I can now confirm that I will be on the mic for the Wrestling Showcase live from Metuchen, New Jersey, which, by the way, one of the promotions I work with, WrestlePro, is giving away 100 free tickets to the wrestling showcase for only 100 tickets. If you go to showcasetix.com, you type in the promo code WrestlePro, and you will get your free seat from rows 3 and beyond. And a couple of matches already announced for that card to crown the inaugural women's champion, Steph DeLander versus Rachel Ellering, and also for the Wrestling Showcase title, the current champion Matt Cardona takes on Colt Boom Boom Cabana. Also, just announced we have a 6-man tag match, courtesy of WrestlePro. Also appearing will be showcase matches from House of Glory, CZW, pretty much any promotion that's on the Premier Streaming Network. September 15th, I'm back in Lynbrook with Creative Pro Wrestling. September 17th, I am back in Rahway, New Jersey for WrestlePro. Oh my God, I'm trying to think off the top of my head as I'm trying not to have a stroke right now. There. And oh yeah, as of last night, I officially launched my musical theater podcast, The Curtain Call.
That should be out within the next couple of days.
Yeah, it's just some last-minute technical stuff, but trust me, I believe it's worth watching. John, what do you think?
Yes, I completely agree.
Okay.
The producer of that show was one handsome son of a bitch.
Well, I mean, he was. Then we hired you, unfortunately.
But was he as handsome as Adam Cole?
Nobody is as gorgeous as Adam Cole.
Hey, he's a pretty man. What do you expect?
Folks, if you're trying to figure out what the hell we're talking about, just watch the exclusive interview that'll be dropped, tomorrow?
Sometime this week.
Should we tell who it is?
Why don't you tell him?
All right, then. This individual, he's well known for being behind the mic on commentary for a few promotions. He was around in Evolve, Dragon Gate, and also this coming Saturday, he is behind the mic for Triple Mania in AAA in Mexico. And that is Larry Dallas.
Not Larry Davis, Larry Dallas.
Shut up.
Ryan kind of said it beforehand, but I will be a fan at Immortal. We're bringing Ryan in for WrestleBash in a couple of weeks. I will be up in Albany the end of August for the Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame and some other stuff going on that weekend. September 2nd, I can say this right now. Not only are we one of the sponsors for SWF, but there also might be a chance you might see me and Ryan, or just me myself, in the ring.
No. I think I'm gonna come down for that. Just to show, just for the veteran to show the rookie on how it's done.
Oh, so I don't look like a schmuck in that ring? Thank you.
Yeah, considering I'm gonna have a hot mic.
Hopefully it works.
And if not, then there'll be a murder in Homedale.
I'll say, isn't that what they call The Walking Dead?
Some might say that.
But again, guys, we got SWF coming up in a couple weeks. Middle of next month, we got 90s WrestleCon coming up. We have Pro Wrestling Magic as they make their return. Take on Me. With the interesting tag team match, by the way, Ryan. I don't know if you saw this tag team match they announced.
I think I did, actually.
It's what's his face?
I know it's
Project Mayhem.
What?
It's two of the guys from Project Mayhem.
Smiley and
the redheaded
guy. The person was
taking on the very peculiar team of Steve Hoff and Darius Carter.
Mr. Darius Carter.
Oh, excuse me, Mr. Darius Carter.
You are excused, young Shlomo.
I think if I remember correctly, wasn't Darius brought up on our Indie Award show?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I thought. Which, by the way, Ryan, how can people go watch it if they would be interested in watching it?
Well, it's funny that you mentioned that because you can check it out on the new ATR YouTube channel. Just hit the little bell icon. you get notifications and subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything, but it does wonders for us. As you can see right there in the bottom, it's free for you. Believe me, anything with the word free, you hop on that right away. And also make sure to follow our social media pages. What?
I don't know. I just hit the button.
What the fuck, dude? Check out our social media pages, the new ETR Network on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Apparently, this is an example of a banner. Click on a banner to show it on screen, apparently, which means that John has officially lost his remaining brain cell. What else? Oh yeah, you can find me at Instagram at WrestlingMC. You can follow me at Twitter at Ryan _ MC92. Facebook is Ryan Peterson, and also again you can catch my podcast, The Curtain Call, exclusively on the new ATR Network, where I'll be doing personal reviews, personal top 10 lists, worst or best, and if I play my cards right, exclusive interviews from those in the theater community. All that right here on the new ATR Network. And also, if you can do it one more time, wasn't thinking about that, but okay, this Saturday, Immortal Championship Wrestling presents This Is Immortal live on the Premier Streaming Network, featuring Cheeseburger, George Ole, Enzo Amore, a.k.a. Real One, Dirty Dango, this handsome son of a bitch is the announcer, and WWE Hall of Famer, holla, 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 Teddy Long.
Okay.
And the last thing, where John will be there with me on Saturday, as well as next Sunday, as he will have,
Oh.
that, right there, bags of organic Sumatran blend coffee, courtesy of our friends at Motor Oil Coffee. For $10 a bag, you can definitely grab yourself a delicious bag of organic crack. Believe me, it is so addicting. I wish I could do an IV into my veins with just that.
And if you're up in the Albany area, they have several locations in Albany, Troy, Schenectady. If I missed one, I apologize. If I screwed one up, I apologize as well.
Well, apparently this Saturday they will be in Utica.
Yes. Now, guys, appreciate all the support. It means a lot to me. It means a lot for the show. And, guys, we will be back next week live with another episode. We'll have all your fallout from This Is Immortal. We might have a guest on, who knows. And we'll get you guys ready for WrestleBash 2, happening that following Sunday.
Next Sunday.
Yes, next Sunday. But again, guys, you can go to any of your social media sites. You can find us there. We're very easy to get a hold of. Again, guys, for Ryan Peterson, who will be on the mic for the historic This Is Immortal show happening this upcoming Saturday. Also, you can catch him this Friday at Invictus, called We Outside. Not We Are Outside, but We Outside. It's a joke, dude.
Just wait, I can have a few choice words with your favorite wrestler, Ben Hameen.
Oh, Jesus Christ, dude. I'm making a fucking joke.
I'm sorry. No, I'm not him. I'm sorry. I mean your other favorite wrestler, Garrett Holiday.
Motherfucker.
Yeah.
Again, guys, if you see us at Immortal this weekend, come by, say hi. We don't bite.
I'm keeping my mouth shut on that one.
And guys, hope you guys enjoyed tonight's show. Again, you can follow us on any social media sites, and we will see you guys next week.